G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to discuss yet another controversial topic. So BT, not many people like his commentary.
You're a fan of him though, mate.
Yeah, I'll get around his sort of unfamiliar, not so conventional commentary.
Which we've seen in the last 24 hours.
Which is a bit politically incorrect at times, but yeah, so the main event has been on the pre-game show of the Saturday Night Footy. He called Harry Taylor a big poofter, which was, it certainly made headlines in the last sort of 24, 48 hours. And not his finest choice of words there, mate. You've got a few thoughts on it. What have you got for us?
Yeah, it's certainly not his finest moment at all. I mean, you just can't be saying those sort of things. I mean, it's not on in this day and age. It falls under that, you know, with racism and that. There's some things in the Australian way that we do go about it, you can sort of joke about, but that's something you can't. I mean, it was in reference to his wave going off the ground, I believe. Me and you just watched it before. And
yeah.
While it was sort of tongue-in-cheek and they gave a bit of a laugh about it on the show, he obviously apologised at half-time, and there's just no place for that, really. You just can't be calling people that. And it's not good for BT. Obviously, there might be some people going, oh, how ridiculous is that? You know, it's totally terrible. There is a slight background of BT. He does like to bag out the minor milestones and the kids on the ground sort of thing. So it's a tad of a running joke, but you just can't say it. It's all about obviously the exact words that he used, and you just can't say it. Just saw
a bit much.
Yeah, exactly. On the AFL website, apparently he said something earlier. I didn't catch the time frame of it, but Seb Costello at 3AW apparently called him, saying that his appearance looks gay or something, and got to be careful with the context of the quotes. But I've actually met Seb. You know, he's a great guy. I did a bit of work experience at 3AW with him. I mean,
good stuff. Yeah,
he's a nice bloke. I'm not sure whether BT was joking around with him then either, but he's getting himself in a bit of hot water, and there's just no space for that in this day and age. And he's copped his right whack, that's for sure. Yeah. What do you think of it, mate?
Yeah, well, I think it's been a bit sort of inflated, maybe. But yeah. I mean, yeah, my sort of philosophy on it is probably shouldn't have said it. Probably not the right thing to say, but he's apologised and move on. And I mean, it's sort of tough for me because I'm personally biased by how I think he's a pretty good commentator. A lot of people don't think he is, but yeah, you got to really sort of think before you say. I think in the sort of the commentary world, I guess anywhere in life, but. No, I mean, yeah, it has been a bit sort of,
blown out of proportion.
Blown out of proportion is probably a good way of putting it. I mean, I like to think footy players can sort of move on from that kind of stuff. I mean, I think Harry said he moved on from the apology and he accepted it. And yeah, I just think, you think back to Eddie Maguire's comments to Kane Corns. I mean, it wasn't really tongue-in-cheek, it was a slip of the tongue. And I mean, Eddie Maguire's had a few run-ins with Adam Goodes, with a few racial taunts there, and Goodes, he didn't really move on from that, even though being Australian of the Year, he still brought those things up, which is frustrating a lot of people, I think, us especially.
Yeah.
Sort of almost identifying the difference when we pretty much are trying to, you know, bridge the gap.
Exactly. So, a lot of people sort of call for, you know, BT's career on the line, you know, give him the sack. That's certainly ridiculous. I mean, you can't say that, but I think he's been handed out counselling and education. Well, I'm sure that'll go a long way.
Oh, yeah, it'll be great.
But he'll cop his right whack in the media and to his reputation in the short term. I mean,
definitely.
The counselling will do absolutely nothing. It's just a slip
Bit cool.
It's a slip of the words. It's not an educational thing. Unless it is happening more often than has come about. But, yeah, it's an interesting one. One he won't look back on very fondly.
Definitely. It divides opinion, I think, this one. Some people are like, oh, you can't say that. That's so mean, out of place. And it definitely is. And,
certainly
it shouldn't be repeated.
I think most people have probably said it's, out of line.
Yeah, I've had a look at a few Facebook comments and on the sort of whole issue, and most of the blokes are sort of like, oh, yeah, happens at work all the time, move on from it. You know,
I guess you're not getting recorded on national TV at work.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, some of the blokes like take it with a grain of salt. A few others are sort of, take it a bit more seriously. And I think if you have it sort of in between, don't sort of, blow out of proportion too much. but don't repeat that stuff again. I don't think.
Yeah.
But just be careful what you say, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah, those are some thoughts from Shorty and myself on the big issue with BT calling Harry Taylor a big poofter. Probably not his finest moments, we keep reiterating, but tell us what you think in the comments, and if you liked the video, if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to us as well. We've got plenty of videos to come. And yeah, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you guys all soon.